All right, let's get right into it. We're going to break down the anatomy of a final offensive, but maybe not in the way you'd expect. We're not looking at maps and troop movements. No, we're looking at the raw words and the intense emotions of a leader in those critical moments just before an assault. This is all about strategy for sure, but it's also about what it means to be human in the face of war.
This quote, wow, it just sets the scene perfectly, doesn't it? There's zero sugarcoating here. The stakes are impossibly high, and the leader, a man named Benedictus, he gets it. He knows they are about to face something truly monstrous.
So, let's talk about this central figure, Benedictus. This is a guy shouldering an unbelievable burden, and what we're about to see is this profound inner conflict he's dealing with. You know, the clash between the iron-willed commander he has to be on the outside and the man he is on the inside.
Now look at this. This is what's so fascinating. On one hand, he puts on this mask, right? He says, I'm overly pragmatic, almost cold. But then you get this tiny little glimpse behind the curtain, a despondent look. That's the reality. It's that classic leadership dilemma, and we're seeing it play out right here.
And this is the man behind the mask. He's grieving for soldiers he's never even met. Why? Because they're kindred spirits, united by the same cause. It just shows you how deep his empathy runs. It's not just about his own troops, it's about the entire movement.
So what does a leader like Benedictus do with all that grief? Does he bury it? No. He channels it. He turns it into a powerful ritual to forge resolve and steel his troops literally moments before the final push.
15. That's the number. That's what kicks this whole thing off. 15 soldiers lost. It's not just a statistic, it's a stark, brutal number that represents a very real human cost. And it becomes the catalyst for his next, pretty unorthodox but absolutely crucial decision.
So here's his plan, and you can see how specific and strategic it is. This isn't just about saying a few nice words. This is about reinforcing why they fight. By naming every single one of the fallen and recording it, he's turning a moment of grief into a powerful act of morale building.
And this, right here, is the key. This is why he does it. Benedictus is convinced that this battle isn't just physical, it's spiritual. They're up against what he calls pure evil. So that eulogy, it's not just for remembrance, it's a kind of spiritual armor for the soul-crushing fight that's coming.
Okay, so he's solidified his own ranks. The internal front is shored up. Now what? Well, now he turns his attention outward. We're about to pivot from fortifying his own people to launching a direct psychological attack against the enemy.
This is the opening shot from a declaration he calls Act of Aggression. Listen to that tone. It's not just a threat, it's a judgment. It's basically saying, we're not just attacking you, we're delivering the consequences of your own evil. You brought this on yourselves.
And this just spells out the endgame in the most chilling way possible. It's not about capture. It's not about surrender. The promise here is total annihilation, razing their fortress to the ground until there's nothing left but silence. I mean, that is pure psychological warfare designed to create absolute terror.
But you know what? He doesn't stop there. You'd think that's intense enough, but the next attack, it completely shifts gears. We go from that righteous, holy fury to a sarcastic, chilling taunt that's almost more sinister.
I mean, how about this for a threat? It's dressed up as a party invitation, a cordial invitation to a dark Independence Day night. He's inviting the enemy to attend their own destruction. That sarcasm just makes the menace underneath feel even sharper.
And listen to these lines. They're like these short, sharp verbal jabs, right? You and Park, he's mocking them, goading them, questioning their courage, daring them to make a move. This is all designed to get under their skin and force an error.
And here it is, the punchline. The whole party theme, all the clever wordplay, it just evaporates, and the threat is laid completely bare. It all leads to this one final, chilling promise of their end. So let's zoom out for a second and look at what's really going on here. What we've just seen is an absolutely brilliant campaign being fought on two fronts at the exact same time. The internal battle for his own troops' morale and the external battle to completely demoralize the enemy.
This table really breaks it down perfectly. It's the sledgehammer versus the scalpel. You've got active aggression. That's the sledgehammer. It's a direct threat, born of this righteous anger. And then you have what a blast. That's the scalpel, a precise, sarcastic taunt designed to mock and provoke. Two totally different weapons for the same psychological war.
And at the end of the day, this is what it all comes down to.
This is a masterclass in leadership, showing these three deeply connected responsibilities. See, the eulogy isn't separate from the threats. Grieving the dead is how you fortify the living. And having fortified troops is what gives you the strength to truly terrify the enemy. It all flows together.
So, I'll leave you with this to think about. When you're in a war for souls, when you're facing something described as pure evil, is the act of honoring your dead, is that just a ritual, or is it a fundamental weapon of war? Every bit as critical as any tactical plan for the living.